This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and it looks a lot like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. But that's because this year is all about refinement. Aesthetically, the Galaxy Note 9 looks really similar to the Galaxy Note 8. But if you look a little bit closer, you'll see a few tweaks and changes that give it a whole new feel. The sides of the phone are a little bit flatter than last year because the Galaxy Note 8 took a lot of design cues from the Galaxy S8, which has a much curvier body. The camera visor is also a little bit more scrunched and smaller this year, and they've actually moved the fingerprint reader to right below that camera visor, so you're not going to put your finger directly on top of the camera lens. The screen is also slightly larger this year at 6.4 inches, mostly due to a slightly smaller bezel on the bottom of the device. That screen is a big, bright, and beautiful 1440p just like last year, and it'll probably look just as good as the Galaxy Note 8. The only other major aesthetic change comes with the S Pen. For some reason, Samsung decided to make the blue variant of this phone have a yellow S Pen, and while I don't really understand this move, it does look kind of cool and showcases that you have a Galaxy Note 9 instead of a Galaxy Note 8. The S Pen can do all those fancy software things that it could do last year, but they've actually added Bluetooth to the S Pen this year, which can be used as a remote camera shutter. You can also double tap the S Pen to change the direction of the camera, so you can kind of decide whether you want to take a landscape shot or more of a selfie portrait. Most of the other major changes this year are on the inside. The Galaxy Note 9 has been updated to Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 845 processor, and you can actually get 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM with 128 or 512 gigabytes of storage. You can actually upgrade this storage to a terabyte if you use a 500 gigabyte micro SD card, but we're not quite sure anyone would ever need that much storage in their life. The camera is pretty much exactly the same camera that was on the Galaxy S9 with a dual aperture mode to let in more light and just take better photos. They've also added an AI scene recognition mode like you might see in a phone like Huawei or LG's recent G7, so it'll help you take pictures of things like food or landscapes and kind of just tweak the color and exposure to suit what you're taking a picture of. Probably the biggest spec bump that Samsung is trying to advertise this year though is the 4000 milliamp hour battery. Now, this is a pretty big jump, especially since the Galaxy Note 8 had an even smaller battery than the Note 7 due to that whole exploding battery thing. We're hoping that this can get you a couple days of battery life like Samsung says, but we're definitely going to test this in our full review coming later down the line. The Galaxy Note 9 is running Android 8.1 Oreo, so it's not the brand new Android Pie that just got launched a couple of days ago. But again, that just launched a couple of days ago, so I wouldn't necessarily expect them to be quite up to date just yet. Also, Fortnite is actually exclusive to a number of Samsung devices, and the Galaxy Note 9 is high up on that list. This is probably the most powerful Samsung device that you'll be able to play Fortnite on, and you'll be able to download it from the Galaxy App Store on your phone. We're not quite sure just how long this is going to be exclusive to Samsung devices, but make sure you stay tuned to the website because we will keep you up to date as soon as it comes to other devices on the market. Samsung is only selling this phone in 2 colors in the United States this year, which is ocean blue and lavender purple. You can get the 128 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM model for $999, or you can jump all the way up to the 512 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM model for $1,249. Pre-orders of the Galaxy Note 9 are starting on August 10th, but I really want to know, do you guys think that this is a big enough upgrade from the Galaxy Note 8? Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section down below, and I'll jump down there and interact with you guys then. But until then, stay tuned because, of course, we are your source for all things Android.